Honus Wagner was one of the original icons of baseball, famous for his amazing hitting and fielding skills. A cigarette company decided to issue a series of cards in 1909, including his image inside packs of cigarettes. He objected to being included in the series without his permission, resulting in most of his cards being pulled from the collection. Due to this recall, the 1909 Honus Wagner became a rare commodity, resulting in a huge eBay sale of nearly 1.2 million for the card, plus a 15% buyer's fee. This was a record amount for a baseball card in 2000. For 1.7 million, the world's largest collection of lunchboxes can be yours, including more than 675 lunchboxes and vacuum bottles. This auction incredible collection includes lunchboxes from 1950s with celebrity signatures. This leftover of the Cold War was built to survive any nuke disaster. Located in the Adirondack State Park in the state of New York, this former missile base is close to the lake where Mark Twain spent his summers. Prior to its listing on eBay, the Atlas F missile base used to contain missiles that could devastate targets thousands of miles away. In order to fetch a better price for this rare type of property, the sellers focused on the fact that the base is the perfect solution considering the escalating global threats and increasing needs for security. The property was sold to an anonymous couple for $2.1 million in 2002. The Atlas F missile base isn't the only interesting luxury property listed on eBay. Those who are interested in slowing down their lives and enjoying more natural setting can place a bid on the farm, a location that was put up on the digital auction block. This particular property is a massive piece of real estate that extends over an area of 40 acres. The main compound is a huge home that's more than 10,000 square feet, giving the owner plenty of space. An asking price of $2.4 million was originally listed on the auction site. One of the more successful eBay stories was written by Bobby Cave, an insurance broker who bought the tiny town of Albert in Texas, with population of only 5 residents for the low price of $216,000. After purchasing the town in 2004, he pumped about $500,000 into his new investment to make it more attractive to potential buyers. 3 years later, he put Albert Town for auction on eBay. The bids ended up landing in the millions. The new owner won the auction for $2.5 million, netting Bobby more than $1 million in profit. One of the richest men in the world is also one of the biggest philanthropists as well. In order to raise money for charity, he decided to auction himself to the highest bidder. The winner would get exclusive lunch with Warren Buffett. This auction ended up raising $2.6 million winning bid placed by an anonymous person, who brought 7 of his buddies to have lunch with Buffett. Albert Einstein was one of the most popular public figures of the past century. In addition to being one of the greatest scientific minds in the history of humankind, Einstein was a keen philosopher in terms of his opinions about religion. In 2012, a letter that he wrote including atheist opinions was sold on eBay for $3 million. Originally, the seller purchased this historic letter for only $400,000 in 2008, netting a huge profit. Action Comics #1 is the Hope Diamond of comic books in terms of monetary value, not beauty. These comics included the first appearance of Superman. Originally, this comic was sold for 10 pennies in 1938. The fact that about 100 copies of this historic comics exist has driven its price up to $3.2 million on an eBay auction, with a starting bid of 99 cents. Sometimes people say that they feel like $1 million. When Shane Butcher wakes up in the morning, he feels like about $3.5 million. One of the items up for auction on eBay was the life of Shane Butcher, which included 2 homes, cars, office, and his other possessions. Sometimes eBay auctions involve the sale of items that are questionable to both buy and sell. In the case of the space above Marilyn Monroe grave, both the buyer and the seller appear to have slightly strange and questionable motives. With a minimum starting bid of $500,000, Elsie Poncher put her husband Crypt up for auction, which had developed quite a catch due to its location above the final resting place of Marilyn Monroe. Bidding ended up to $4.6 million. Gulfstream Private Jet is the solution for transportation problems of the mega-rich. This high-end computer plane was put up for auction on eBay in 2001, tempting high flyers with one of the finest luxury private jets on the planet. It ended up selling to Texan, who purchased the jet for $4.9 million. At the time, this was the most expensive purchase made on the influential online auctioning site. One of the stranger high-value auctions on eBay is a simple photograph. Space Monkey Sam was one of the first monkeys to be shot out into space, flying 55 miles into the sky on December 4, 1959. Unlike many of the poor subjects of these spaceflight experiments, Space Monkey Sam actually made it back alive, becoming a bit of celebrity. The photo of the Space Monkey Sam is backed by the US Air Force with a starting bid of $5 million. Elvis and James Dean were two of the biggest icons of the 1950s and 1960s. Both celebrities have images that endure all the way to the present, as a major influence of what is cool and what isn't. Gerald Sabatini decided to paint 2 stars on the hardwood canvas. This dual painting features Elvis in color and James Dean in black and white. 2 different bids for $7 million were proposed through eBay, but neither of them were approved, resulting in another way to see who is willing to pay for $7 million painting. In 2004, the United States Navy F-18 Hornet fighter was listed on eBay. The starting bid was $1 million, much less than the original cost of $29 million that the government paid for this supersonic jet. Mike Landell, seller of this deadly vehicle, was visited by feds who questioned him about his activities. By far the most expensive eBay auctions was that for Gigayacht, which is a huge 405-foot long vessel with all the best sea luxuries. Apparently this beast has 10 suites, 8 guest rooms, a movie theater and a helicopter landing pad. The winning bid of $168 million was rumored to have been placed by super yacht collector Roman Abramovich, who felt like he needed another yacht in case his other $100 million yachts break down.